I'm a big fan of these metal aquarium stands from Imagitarium, but there's a problem I want to clear up. If you're anything like me, then you might do the same thing I do before I buy something like this. I look up the product and I check the reviews. It's a good feeling knowing the thing I'm about to buy is flooded with 4 and 5-star reviews on Amazon. This stand has a lot of those, but there's some reviews where people say that the metal's warped or it didn't fit together properly. I've never experienced that. So after putting together several of these stands, I found the absolute best way to put this together so that the stand is straight and square. If you're looking for a new stand for your aquarium or you just brought one of these home, then this is the video for you. If you stick with me, I'm going to show you how to put these stands together perfectly. Okay, so first things first, these stands come in many sizes, but they're all about the same assembly. This one here is sized for a 40-gallon tank, but the same technique I use works on all of the sizes. So the first thing I like to do is install the feet to the stand's legs, and the legs are the only pieces that have a cross in the middle of the frame. I screw them in hand tight and then back them off just a little bit. The next thing I do is get ready to put the bottom on. I actually prefer to use the top piece as the bottom for aesthetics, but this is just up to you. I then grab one of the legs and get it ready to install onto the bottom frame. Don't forget to slide the washer onto the screw before you start screwing them in. Leave a comment guessing how many screws I put in before I realized I had to go back. Whoops. So line up the holes on the leg assembly with the holes on the base assembly, and slide the screws in and start tightening them by hand so that they don't fall out. When it gets tight, you can go ahead and start using the hex key tool that's included with the kit, but be sure not to tighten it all the way. I know you want to tighten all the screws all the way, but it's important to leave a little gap here until all the screws are installed. Trust me, this is the one part all the people with the negative reviews wish they did. Go ahead and install the 4 screws through the legs and into the base, and then do the same thing to the leg assembly on the other side. Don't forget, do not tighten the screws all the way yet. Next, we're going to get ready to put the top on. So I slide one of the screws through the hole on the legs so that it's barely poking out of the inside of the frame, so that it's going to be easy to slide it into the top frame assembly. Alright, so just tighten it a little bit at first so that it doesn't fall out. I then put a screw on the other side so that the top frame piece is supported on its own. Once you've done this, do the exact same thing again, but this time with the front support bar. Once both top frame bars are on, go ahead and put all the rest of the screws in. Okay, now that all the screws are in, remember how they're all still loose? Now that everything's together, we're going to start tightening all the screws, but we're going to try to tighten them all equally, working our way around the stand to eliminate any type of twisting or binding. Now the stand is going to be absolutely solid. Now look through your box and find this little black square with the 4 circles on it. This is important, and a lot of people actually skip this because they didn't see these pads. Pop each foam circle out of the pad and put them on the top corners of the stand for your tank to rest on. Glass aquariums are supported primarily on the corners, so this ensures that the corners are level with each other. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost done. Go ahead and put your tank on top of the stand and put it level across the top. You want to make sure that the sides and the front and back are all level with the stand. If it isn't, you're going to have to adjust the feet on the bottom of the stand so that the tank sits level on the top. Now that the stand is level, make sure you leave some space behind the tank for the equipment and the wires. Go ahead and fill it up and leave me a comment letting me know what kind of animal you're going to be keeping on top of your new solid aquarium stand, because I would honestly love to hear about it. I'm trying to keep this equally short but useful so I don't waste your time. So if you got something out of this, consider returning the favor and subscribing to the channel so you can find more videos like this one or any of the other ones on the screen right now. Thanks.